নানাবিধ ব্যাথা তোমার চরণে আসিয়াছি আমি। বলিবে দুঃখের কথা তোমার চরণে আসিয়াছি আমি। বলিব দুঃখের কথা ভুলিয়া তোমারে সংসারে আসিয়া নানাবিধ ব্যথা ভুলিয়া তোমারে সংসারে আসিয়া তোমার চরণে আসিয়াছি আমি। বলিব দুঃখের কথা বলিব দুঃখের কথা জননী জঠরে ছিলাম যখন বিষম বন্ধন পাশে জননী জঠরে ছিলাম যখন বিষম বন্ধন পাশে জননী জঠরে ছিলাম যখন বিষম বন্ধন পাশে জননী জঠরে ছিলাম যখন পাশে একবার প্রভু দেখা দিয়া মোরে একবার প্রভু দেখা দিয়া মোরে একবার প্রভু দেখা দিয়া মোরে वांचिले दीन दासे वांचिले दीन दासे एक बार प्रभु देखा दिया मोरे एक बार प्रभु दिखा दिया मोरे एक बार प्रभु दिखा दिया मोरे वांचिले दीना दासे वांचिले दीना दासे জনম পাইয়া করি ভোগ জনতা জনম হইল পড়ি মায়া জলে জনম হইল পড়ি মায়া জলে না হইল জ্ঞান লাভ না হইল জ্ঞান লাভ জ্ঞান হইল জ্ঞান আধরের ছেলে স্বজনের কোলে হাসিয়া কাঁদাইন কালা জনক জননী স্নেহেতে ভুলিয়া জনক জননী স্নেহেতে ভুলিয়া ও সংসার লাগিল ভালো সংসার লাগিল ভালো samsara lagilo balo means how are you. If you ask, what will you say? Cha ho raha hai. What do you say in Hindi? Kaise chal raha hai? What do you say? No, how, what do you say as an answer? Tik chik hu. So yeah, everyone is telling it samsara lagilo bhalo. Bhalo means in Bengali very good. Samsara lagilo bhalo. Right? Kemon Bengali. Kemon acho. Kemon acho. How are you? They ask in Bengali. And what do they say as an answer? Bhalo. Bhalo achi. Bhalo achi. Very nice. Bhalo. Bhalo means very good. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling, basically, I forgot you and I came to this material world and how I'm getting bewildered. And he's telling, Janako Janani Snehete Bhuliya. So when I'm in the lap of my parents, in the affection, Snehete Bhuliya, Shamsharo Lagilo Bhalo. Everything is very good, I feel like that. Read the first 4 verses translation. Cheer, you want to start? You want to start? You can start. Why?
I forsook you, O Lord, and came to this world of pain and sorrow. Now I submit my tale of woe at your lotus feet.
While still in the unbearable fetters of my mother's womb, I saw you before me. You revealed yourself but briefly and then abandoned this poor servant of yours.
At that moment, I swore to worship you after taking birth. But birth came, and with it the network of worldly illusion, which robbed me of all good sense.
Loud.
As a fountain sun in the lap of relatives, I pass my time smiling and laughing. My parents' affection helped me
Louder.
to forget the pangs of birth, and I thought the world was very nice.
You can read.
Day by day, I grew and soon began playing with other boys. Shortly, my powers of understanding emerged, and I read and studied my lessons incessantly.
Traveling from place to place, proud of my education, I grew wealthy and maintained my family with undivided attention. Oh Lord Hari, I forgot you.
Now in old age, Now in old age, Bhakti Vinoda is sad. He weeps. I failed to worship you, O Lord, and instead passed my life in vain. What will be my fate now?
क्रमे दिन दीन बालक होइया भेलिनो भालक सहाय बालक होइया भेलिनो बालक सहाय बालक सहाय आर किछु दिने ज्ञान उपजिलो पाठ पढ़िया स्वजन पालना करिए कमाने स्वजन पालना करिए कमाने भूलिनो तुम्हारे भक्ति विनोदा कांडिया का तरती भक्ति विनोदा न भजिया तोरे दिनो वृथा गेलो न भजिया तोरे दिनो वृथा गेलो देखो ना की हवे गति की হবে গতি very uniquely ends with a question mark. Okay? What will happen to Bhakti Vinod Thakur now? Right now. He's getting old. So what will happen to him right now? What will be his story? So it ends with a story, ends with a question mark. Ends with a question mark, but it also says Kandiya Kataro Ati. He's weeping. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is telling Bardhakya. This comes very often in Bhakti Vinod Thakur's bhajans. Bardhakya ekhona. Bardhakya means Vardha, Vriddha. From the Vriddha, Vriddha comes the Bengali word Bardhakya. Bardhakya ekona. Right? Vardhakya ekona Bhakti Vinoda Kandiya Katara Ati. He's very intensely weeping. Right? He's very sad. He's saying, I failed to worship you. And then he's telling the previous bhajan, Swajana Palana Kori Kamone Bhulino Tomare Hari. Swajana Palana Kori Eko Mone. Everyone is stuck with this. Swajana Palana. To protect me and mine, Kori Eko Mone. That everyone has to do because it's a duty. But what is the problem of everyone? Kori Eko Mone. That is my only attention. And then what did I very nice? Bhulino Tomare Hari. Bhulino Tomare Hari. I forgot you, my dear Lord. Right? You are the one who is constantly traveling with me every birth. But Bhulino Tomare Hari. Very nice. Very nice way of feelingly telling the Lord, I forgot you. I've been very busy, but in all my busyness, I forgot you. Right? You're waiting for me to turn back to you, but I forgot you. Right? And he's telling, very relatable for all of us, whoever did your masters or you came here, you came to America. Vidyara Gaurave Bhrami Deshe Deshe Dhana Uparjana Kori. Vidyara Gaurave. What did you study? Masters. Not master, masters. Like, have to be saying that, PhD. Like this, that, MBA. Vidyara Gaurave. Where did you study? I studied at Harvard. Where did you study? I studied at Michigan State. Michigan. I feel some Gauravam. I'm going to my college back. This is our alumnus coming from. Some validation. This is what Vidyara Gauravi. Right? Bhrami Deshe Deshe. This is there for long ago, Bhakti Vinod Thakur is capturing my heart. Dhana Uparjana Kori. Why are going Bhrami Deshe Deshe? Dhana Uparjana Kori. 1 USD is equal to 96 rupees. Right? 95 rupees. Right? So, it's a very relatable way of lamenting. Right? Everything starts with telling our story to the Lord. We have to tell our story. Bhakti Yoga means, I told every time I say this, tell your story to the Lord. Right? From a perspective of Krishna consciousness. A very beautiful bhajan. So, let's sing one more. Again, Sharanagati bhajans. These are very nice. Let's sing this one. It's a very nice bhajan. It's a very positive affirmation. Last one was a little lamentation. It's a little positive affirmation. So because this is based on Bhakti Anukula Matro Karyera Shvikara. I am only taking the sankalpa that I will only do things that are anukulyam to you. Okay, it's a very simple bhajan. Very joyful tune also. Tuvo bhakto anukulo je je karya ho Porome jato neta ho koribo nishta. That's how it goes. I'll sing the first line. तुव भक्ति अनुकूल जे जे कार्य हो अनुकूल जे जे कार्य हो तुव भक्ति अनुकूल जे जे कार्य हो পরম যাতনে তাহা করিব নিষ্ঠার পরম যাতনে তাহা করিব নিষ্ঠার ভক্তি অনুকূল যথা বিষয় সংসারে করিব তাহাত রতি ইন্দ্রিয়ের দ্বারে করিব তাহাতে রতি ইন্দ্রিয়ের দ্বারে শুনিব তোমার কত যতন করিয়া দেখিব তোমার ধাম নয়ন ভরিয়া তোমারে প্রসাদ দেহ করিব প্রসাদ নৈবেদ্য তুলসী গ্রহণ করিব গ্রহণ ও তোমার প্রসাদে দেহ করিব প্রসাদ ও তোমার প্রসাদে দেহ করিব প্রসাদ very easy thing to do, so you can sing it very loudly. Basically Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling, I'm taking the sankalpa that tomaro prasade deho koribo posham. I will do this deha poshanam. I take the sankalpa. How will this deha become poshanam? Only by your prasadam. Tomaro prasade deho koribo posham. If this deha has to become poshanam, it will be only through your prasadam, my dear Lord, not by anything else. নৈবেদ্য তুলসী গ্রহণ করিব গ্রহণ নৈবেদ্য তুলসী গ্রহণ করিব গ্রহণ ও তোমার প্রসাদে দেহ করিব প্রসাদ নৈবেদ্য তুলসী গ্রহণ করিব গ্রহণ the meaning. Okay, you want to start, Shri?
I will surely execute with utmost care those activities favorable to your pure devotional service.
I will feel fondness for those things in this world which are
Conducive. Actually, sorry, my bad.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Conduct you to pure
Conducive only, but it's a misspelling on that.
Conduce you to pure devotion, and with my senses I will engage them in your service.
I will carefully listen to all discussions concerning you, and the satisfaction of my eyes will be to behold your divine abode.
I will nourish my body with the sacred remains of your food and smell the sweet scent of tulsi leaves adorning those offerings.
With my hands, I will always execute your service, and I will forever dwell at the place where you abide.
I will employ my desires in your devotional service and show anger to those who are envious of you.
In this way, may all of my propensities and emotions obtain dignity and glory by being favorable to you.
I will consider as favorable to your devotional service anything I do which is favorable to your devotion.
Bhaktivinoda knows neither religion nor irreligion. He simply prays that all his activities be conducive.
Conducive.
Be conducive for pure devotion to you.
Very nice song. Again, it's a sankalpa, it's an affirmation. So after every lamentation, there has to be an affirmation. or else the lamentation will not hold substance. So he's making an affirmation. I wasted my life like that. That was Dainya. Now, in this bhajan, he's telling what he will do. Shunibo tomaro katha jatana koriya. My ears will be hearing only tomaro katha. Right? Dekhibo tomaro dham nayano bhuriya. So, my eyes, how will it be? Tomaro dham. Nayano bhuriya. My eyes will be filled. Bhar. How my eyes will be filled? My eyes will be filled by seeing you. This is called samadhi. Bhakti anukulo joto vishaya samsare koribo tohate rati indriyero dware. So, yeah. So, he's telling, koribo tahate rati indriyere dware. Whatever is anukulam for you, whatever vishaya is anukulam for you, koribo tahate roti indriyero dware. So that I will feel fondness and engage my senses like that. So, very positive affirmation. Then we will continue. Koro dware koribo tomar sheva sada. Koro dware koribo tomaro seva sada. Tomaro vasati sthale basibo sarvada. Tomaro sevaya kama niyoga koribo. Tomaro vidveshi jane krodha dekaibo. এই রূপে সর্ববৃত্তি আরো সর্বভাব ভুয়ানুকূলা হয়ে লাভুক প্রভাব ভক্ত অনুকূল যাহা যাহা করি ভক্তি অনুকূলা বলি তাহা ধরি গতি বিনোদ নাহি জানে ধর্ম ধর্মা গতি বিনোদ নাহি জানে ধর্ম ধর্মা গতি বিনোদ নাহি জানে ধর্ম ধর্মা ও ভক্তি অনুকূলা তারা হো সব কর্মা ভক্তি অনুকূলা তারা হো সব কর্মা ভক্তি অনুকূলা তারা হো সব কর্মা very beautiful bhajan again because he's telling I do not know what is dharma, I do not know what is adharma. I want to please your devotee. Tuva bhakta anukula jaha jaha kuri. Tuva bhakti anukula boli taha dhuri. What is bhakti? Whatever satisfies your devotee is bhakti. Very nicely he's saying, I will consider as favorable to your devotional service anything I do which is favorable to your devotee. Very nice. So it's an affirmation song. There is a very nice lecture by His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu where he says japa affirmations. So we also need to have affirmations every day. Same thing we have to say at the same time every day. Same thing. Every day. And over a period of time, it will become very strong affirmation. Right? So, if you don't do these affirmations, then what happens? It is very difficult. Like it's right now when we hear a lecture, it's a passing thought. It's a passing thought. Now, if you're hearing it sincerely, that passing thought will become a sincere desire. And if you hear it even more sincerely, that sincere desire will be translating to something what I should give up to make that sincere desire live tomorrow. If I hear it more sincerely. And then what happens when we are sincere enough, then the same desire that we had while hearing the lecture the previous day would come to our mind when we are chanting the next day. And then if we are sincere enough, we will fan that desire and let that flame. And in this way, it will grow flame. And next day, next day, next day, next day. So this is what is anukula. Right? So this is all bhakti anukula matro karyera svikara. So this is the first anga of bhakti. First anga of bhakti is, what is this? You know, Srihari? You know, Divya, what is the first anga of bhakti?
6 limbs of
Yes.
surrender.
Yes.
To reject what is
Yeah. First, anukulyasya sankalpam.
anukulya sankalpam, pratikulya.
So anukulya sankalpa means to do what is anukulyam to Bhagavan. You take a sankalpa. So these 4 bhajans are there in the album of Sharanagati by Bhakti Vinod Thakur, which is anukulya sankalpa. Right? Same thing. Bhakti anukula matra karyero shvikar. Okay. And the next anga of Sharanagati is pratikulyasya varjanam. Whatever is against the Lord, I give up. Because until one surrenders to the Lord, one cannot be happy. It's not possible. This is pratikulyasya varjanam. And then rakshishyati iti vishwasaha. Right? In this way, rakshishyati vishwasa. Avashya rakshive krishna vishwasa palam. Rakshishyati iti vishwasa. Section 5. Goptritta varanam tatha. 5th one. Bhajans to increase that. Then atma nivedana. Then dainya is karpanyam. So, interestingly, Bhakti Vinod Thakur's bhajans start from karpanyam.
What does Karpanya mean?
Karpanya means kripana. Kripana means what? Where does it come? Karpanya dosha upahata svabhavaha. What is a kripana? Kripana means what? Poor person. Miser. Poor. Right? It's not a dhani. Kripana. Dainya. Kripana. So that is how Krishna's Bhakti Vinod Thakur starts, interestingly. You know why? Because without being a kripana, one cannot have the strength to do anukulya matro karyero shvikar. It's not possible. So he proceeds accordingly like that. Very beautiful. Okay. And then after this whole Sharanagati concludes here. In section 7, Sharanagati concludes. After Sharanagati concludes in section 7, section 8 comes Bhajana Lalasa. Okay. And then after Bhajana Lalasa matures, then there is Siddhi Lalasa. What is my eternal Swarupa? Siddhi Lalasa. And then Vijnapti. And then Nama Mahatmya.
This is all Sharanagati book.
Yeah, whole Sharanagati. So Siddhi Lalasa, if you see, I can sing this. I don't know if you'll have time. So this is
No, it's just the Gita Mala.
this is Sharanagati.
Book name Gita.
Yeah, but this is Sharanagati. The whole thing is Sharanagati. Sharanagati. Right. So if you see here, this is Bhakti Vinod Thakur is praying to be a servant of the charming daughter of Vrishabhanu. Okay? This is very high stage. His exact spiritual nature, right, of what he wants to do along with the Sakhis to Radharani. Okay? So, very, very high stage. Very highest level, high stage. Okay? So this is basically the Siddhi Lalasa. Siddhi Lalasa. So we have to start from Dainya. So if you sing these Dainya songs more and more every day, you'll mature. So it's very easy for us to practice Sharanagati by simply singing these songs every day. And most of the tunes are very simple. There are only 5, 6 tunes. You'll come, the same thing only will come. So it's very easy to sing these bhajans. Right? So I would highly advise, so you sing these songs, at least if you do not know the meaning also, you just read the meanings, right, from the translation. And that way, as we read it every day, you'll advance through these stages. Come to the Siddhi Lalasa stages very nicely. Right. So this is very high stage. When will I wander here and there, weeping under the shade of the trees and creepers along the banks of the celestial Ganges river in Navadvip? I'll cry out, "O Radhe, O Krishna," and I'll completely forget about all so-called pleasures of this material body. When will I be able to live so simply by begging some food from the homes of untouchables who live here and there? I will drink the water of Saraswati, and in ecstasy I will roll to and fro on the banks of the river, raising a loud uproar of Krishna, Krishna. When will I bow down to all the inhabitants of the holy land of Navadvipa and receive a bit of their costless mercy? I'll smear the dust of the Vaishnava's lotus feet all over my body, and I'll wear the dress of a mad, wandering mendicant. When I factually observe the transcendental lane of Navadvipa as non-different from Sri Vrajabhumi, then I shall be transformed into a Vrajabasi also. Then I'll see the true form of the transcendental realm opening up before my very eyes, and I'll thus become one of the maid servants of Srimati Radharani. Highest mood of being a beggar, the land of Vrindavan. Okay, it's a kramam like that. Okay, Shri Bhakti Thakur ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, Shri Nam Sankirtan ki. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanditam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashtatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum nandigate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Tarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Shri Hari Om Tat Sat. So thank you devotees for joining today. So all of you are very fortunate because you have taken to the Krishna consciousness movement seriously. Very durlabham. Very durlabham. Muktanam apisiddhanam narayana parayanaha sudurlabha prashantatma kotishvapi mahamune. So it's very rare to find a person who has taken shelter of Lord Narayana, Lord Krishna. Very difficult. But the more we become sincere, the more we advance, the more obstacles that Maya will put before us. Because every material desire, even the faintest of that, Maya will try to make that work against us. So one must be very serious, because the material world is actually a fight against reality. Everyone is fighting against reality. There is a reality and I want to fight on a bodily level, on a mental level, on an intellectual level, on the chitta level. It's a fight against reality. Usually in Kali Yuga, It will happen on the extremities of bodily level. Say, I am a male. Body is a male. Correct? Yes? Some of them will disagree. Some nature of Kali Yuga say, no, I feel like a female. I feel gender fluid. I feel I am on the spectrum. It's a spectrum. They can't even answer the question, what is a man? What is a woman? They say, a woman is a person who feels like a woman. So there is a feeling I think I can have which is against reality. The reality of the body is that it is something. But I feel I can have an opinion independent of what the reality is, even on the extreme bodily platform. Let's see. See the illusion of Kali Yuga. It's so evident. No one ever had questioned before whether you are a male or a female, or you are a child or an adult, or you are a human being or a dog or a cat. But it is right now such worse conditions that someone feels it's so sad. It's so sad to see people so much divorced from reality, making a persistent effort to fight reality. It's a fight. We are all fighting against reality. I will not accept the reality. I want to have my reality. This is basically material. That's all. And it is just in different proportions is manifesting. Different proportions, that's all. So we see the extremities of bodily level. I saw a video today. So that person was saying, I actually feel like a butterfly. I'm a butterfly. And that Mataji was wearing, the tentacles, right? She was wearing a tentacles and she was wearing something on her nose. He said, today I felt like a butterfly. So I wore a dress like a butterfly. She was doing like that, literally. So sad. And someone was dressing like a cat. They seriously think they are a cat. Because they think I feel like a cat. What a sad state. What a sad state. They are normalizing their illusions. There are people who are activists. There are propaganda machines within our own corporate world which are actually financing these whole machinery, and it's so sad. They don't know. They think they're being compassionate. But they think normalizing illusion is compassion. They think normalizing illusion is compassion. You see? I can feel anything I want and it is reality. Even on the bodily platform. I'll feel anything I want. On the bodily platform, this is happening. On the mental platform, people feel they can think anything they want. They can harbor any desires they want. Anything I want. I can have any desire. As long as it is legal, I can have any desire. That's fine. I want to marry five women illicitly, it's okay. That's okay. I want to have something, what do you say? I want to eat meat, that's okay. I want to kill turkeys, it's okay. Whatever I want to do in my own mind, it's okay. I can have any desires. I don't care whether it is I don't care whether it is dharma or adharma, or I don't care. Because I have my own reality. I have my own reality. Similarly, people feel I can have any philosophy I want. I can have communism, I have capitalism works for you, communism works for me, socialism works for someone else. I can have any philosophy. But if you see, all of these, I can do anything I want, I can feel anything I want. is ultimately a fight against reality. Because if I actually can feel anything I want, we can see even from data standpoints, it doesn't translate to happiness. Because I can feel anything I want. I'll be watching Netflix. I want, because I have money, I could watch. Who can stop me? I can do it. I'll wake up late in the morning. Who can tell me anything? I can speak lies if I want, I can speak lies. I can hurt someone. So, it's on a mental platform of principles of dharma and adharma, what is to be done, what is not to be done, what is to be meditated, what is not to be meditated, what philosophy is correct, what philosophy is reality, what is not reality. And people get also clouded into moral relativism, which means every philosophy is right. So we're not even able to make the distinction which philosophy is diverse against reality and which philosophy is fighting against reality, and which philosophy is actually sincerely trying to align itself with reality, or it is reality. Some philosophies are trying to sincerely align, but they're still not reality. And the same thing on the level of consciousness also, I'm trying to feel I am independent, I have nothing to do with Krishna. I'm not a part and parcel of the Lord. I am independent. I am this body. This is another fighting against reality I'm doing on the level of consciousness. That I am this body. It's a fight. Bhagavad Gita says, I am the soul. I offer a fight, another chak. I am the body. Another fight. So right now, in my conditioned stage, on the level of 4 levels, right, we discussed. What are the 4 levels we discussed? On the level of consciousness, on the level of intelligence, on the level of mind, and on the level of body. Correct? 4 levels. Maybe I should draw something. I don't know. So, there is, yeah, use the pencil. So this is the level of So on the level of chitta, it's not this one. Does anyone know which one I should use? Anyone expert? It's cheating me. I don't mind using this for now. So this is chitta. Okay, it's coming out ugly. This is fine. I think I need to increase the depth. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay. So this is chitta, and then on the intelligence, and then the next one is mind, and the next one is body. Okay. So on these 4 levels, I am fighting reality. And actually it starts from chitta, consciousness. I want to fight. Bhagavad Gita presents a reality on the level of chitta that I am actually a part and parcel of the Lord. On the level of intelligence, it is saying this is the nature of the mind, this is the nature of this intelligence, this is the nature of philosophy of what the material world is, what the spiritual world is. There is Bhagavan, there is the Jivatma, there is the the spiritual energy. It is offering a philosophy on the level of intelligence for me to understand. I'm fighting that also by saying, no, that is not the philosophy. There is only matter, and I'm the enjoyer of the matter, and I'm a production of matter. I'm a product of matter. I'm an outcome of matter, and I'll do anything I want. It's my life, my career, my wife, my husband, my house, my everyone. It's a fight. So everyone is struggling actually, but they don't know they're struggling. Because when anyone fights against reality, we struggle. Just like I talked about these LGBTQ plus people. They're struggling, they're suffering. They're dressing like a butterfly. They feel gender fluid. Some days they think like a man, they sometimes think like a woman. He's a man. But I feel like a woman. Why I feel like a woman? Because I'm exposing myself to associations that normalizes illusion and normalizes stupidity. So the more I expose myself to association that normalizes stupidity, that normalizes ignorance, then I will also, unbeknownst to myself, start normalizing it. That's how it works. That's how it works. Same thing on the level of mind, no adharma. On the level of mind, it functions as dharma, adharma. The mind must always train. Sankalpa must be there. This is what you must do. This is not you must do. This is what you must do. This is why. And intelligence will tell you the reason why you should do that and why you should not do that. So the mind must be trained. This should not be done. This should be done. Karyameva ityat karma. Pravritim cha nivritit cha viduraso. The mind's nature is you should be trained. Good training for the mind is constantly train it. This is to be done. This is not to be done. And how do you know what is to be done, what is not to be done? Why? What so? Intelligence trains. This is the nature of the soul, this is the nature of the body. You see this, you see this, you see that, you hear the story, you see your own experience. In this way, the intelligence is working continuously to train. And then, on the level of body, there is clarity now. The level of all the actions coming from the body are very clear. You see? So this is very important. So everyone in this world is fighting reality. So this process of Krishna consciousness, this process of chanting Hare Krishna mantra is to give up that fight. Is to accept this reality, which is why Prabhupada said what he said. Someone asked Prabhupada, how long does it take to take up Krishna consciousness and realize yourself completely? How long does it take to surrender? The reason why Prabhupada said, a moment, because it's a matter of realizing my stupidity of resistance. That's all. It's as simple as that. I'm just resisting. If I just accept, I see this actually true. This world is temporary. Yeah, I can see that. I see my mind is going here and there. This is the nature of the mind. This is the nature of the soul. I constantly want to love someone. Who am I? So you'll have realizations yourself, and then you'll realize, this is reality. This makes sense. And you'll be comfortably situated in Krishna consciousness. There won't be any fight. Right now, Krishna consciousness appears like a fight. And material life seems normal. But it's not the case. Material life is actually abnormal. Because there is a burden that you have to carry. There is a fight we have to have. Just like I'm fighting with this body for it to exist. It's a fight. It's a fight. I want this body to exist eternally. How many of you are working for this body to die immediately? None of us. We are fighting with this body to exist, for it to exist eternally. Hey, body exists eternally. I'm fighting. But is this body cooperating? No. It's a fight. I'm fighting. But does anyone win this fight? Everyone loses this fight. Everyone loses this fight with material nature. And I'm losing every day this fight. But still I have hope against hope that tomorrow I will win this fight. Such foolishness. Andha yatandai rupaniyamanaha te pishatantra urudhamni baddha. Prahlad Maharaj is telling. Andha yathandai upaniyamanaha. Nate viduhu swartagatim hi vishnum durashaya yehi bhairathamaninaha. Durasha means what? It is a hope that will not be fulfilled. How can you make fire cold? It is a durasha. You can't make fire cold. Similarly, I can't be happy in this world. This world is temporary by design. I can't fight that reality. And I can't fight the reality of me wanting to be eternal also. I can't fight that reality also. I can't fight my reality of wanting love. People are trying themselves to be alone. Right now with Gen Z era, they want to be alone. They don't want to be committed. I want to have a live-in. I just want to have friends with benefits. I want to swing. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do all of that. I'm pretending that I can be without love. But I become depressed in the process. Because I'm pretending I am a person who is by nature a product. I just need people to fulfill an objective. I can be myself, me and my dog. I'm pretending a reality that doesn't exist. And then later it will strike me that I become depressed. So, and the reason it has come to this level is because people are not sane enough in this today's world. There is no sanity. There is no sanity. And people are really afraid of another person because I can't trust someone. Why can't I trust someone? Because the person is not sane. So I rather feel more safe trusting a dog, or trusting a cat, or trusting a kangaroo, or trusting a turtle, or trusting a snake, or trusting a robo, or trusting some sex toys. But how much ever I try to fight this, why fight reality? Why should we be getting tired? Why just give myself to reality? Why not yield to reality? Why not embrace it? You know why? Not because there is no other choice, because actually the reality is very beautiful. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. The truth is very beautiful, it is very auspicious. Why not take to Krishna consciousness with full enthusiasm and full vigor? Why not? What else would I do in this material world? So we must understand, if we understand this fact, we can't sit down in our house. If you understand this fact, you can't sit down in your house and say, I'll just chant Hare Krishna mantra 16 rounds and I'm done. You can't sit down. If you understand this fact. Just like if I know that my neighbor's house is burning, how can I sit down here if I'm actually a civilized man or a woman? I would rather douse the fire. That's what I would want, is it not? So this whole world is actually burning with this illusion of wanting to resist reality. This whole world is burning. And no one actually is knowing on what levels are we fighting reality. So at so many levels are we fighting reality. So this Krishna consciousness movement is not another religious movement meant to occupy the time of Hindu inclined people in North America on a Sunday weekend. It is meant to be a fight against the civilization which has turned its face away from reality. It's a fight. And anyone who's not offering this fight are themselves a part of the problem in one way or the other. They are also a victim of this problem, of this illusion that we are fighting. Right? So it's a call. Prabhupada is calling upon us. The reason I wanted to say this loud is, see, Srila Prabhupada started this movement 60 years ago. Right? It's been 60 years Srila Prabhupada started this movement. And what is the reason he started this? Because he wants to offer a fight. It's not a part-time movement like, I go to Bharatiya Hindu temple, I go to this Parashakti temple, you smile, I pray to some deity, and then the deity, the pujari smiles at you and then gives you a flower. No. How can someone be happy being in adharma? I can smile at the deity all day long until the cows come home. But until I actually am humble and follow what is actually real, I can't be happy. It's not a sentimental mental disposition. It's not a mental adjustment. Okay? So this is, I'm taking a serious look at my tires. Hey, my tires are all completely flat. I can't drive. No. I can drive. It's a good car. No, I know how tires work. This cannot drive. You just can't even pass this, you can't get out of Beacon Hills. It's going to rain and you'll skid yourself and it's dangerous. Don't drive. I know the science of how tires work, where the rubber meets the road. I know how this works. I work in vehicle engineering. I know I'm telling someone, change the tires. So they don't listen. So they think they have an independent reality functioning in their own life, you see. So we have to take this Krishna consciousness seriously ourselves. Chant 16 good rounds. 16 good rounds. And then read vigorously. Right? Resist Maya. Today Advaita Prabhu was telling something very nice. Amarendra Prabhu was quoting. See, you can watch one reel for 2 minutes. He said, after watching that reel for 2 minutes, it stays in your memory for 2 years. Even if you are a good practicing sadhana. So what will you do with that? So I waste my life exposing myself to different resistances of this reality in different forms. And even having after contact with this Krishna consciousness, I'm still not practicing seriously. I'm still not giving this to others. What a disservice am I doing to myself and to others? Is it not? Because what am I gaining by this resistance? What am I gaining? Some wealth? What is this wealth? Where is this body going? Where is this body going? You see? So, very important we realize this, not take it lightly, take it very seriously. And I really want Auburn Hills Bhakti Vriksha to grow. Okay? I do not know how long I'll be in this planet or I'll be in the US, I don't know. But if you don't have this mood of expansion, it's not that we want more numbers in NGD. It's that if we don't have this within ourselves, that means you have not or I have not actually advanced sufficiently. That is, it's a proof. If someone is not preaching, that means they have not advanced enough. Very simply, that's the reason. Because I have not realized this person is an illusion. His thing is the body. And I think it's okay. That means I think I'm normalizing illusion. That also can work. This also can work. This also can work. How will it work? This is moral relativism. It won't work. Anyone who is not Krishna conscious cannot be happy. They will be miserable this life, next life, next life, next life, next life. Because it is not reality. I am not this body. Simple. The only way to be happy is to be Krishna conscious. There is no other way to be happy. If that is the case, the only way to be happy is to become conscious. Why become conscious? Become aware. Why become aware? Because it's my nature to become aware of what is reality. There is no second reality, and there is no other way to become happy other than recognizing what is reality. There's only one way to be in truth. So, we should give up this intellectual laziness. There are different types of laziness: bodily laziness, mental laziness. Another level of laziness is intellectual laziness, which means the lack of effort to go deep into my own presumptions and biases and my own favoritism that I have for some of my pet illusions, sacred cows. Okay? This alone I won't touch. No, ruthlessly kill illusions. No, I can't give up coffee. I can't give up tea. I can't give up this. I can't give up TV. I can't give up. Why not? When will I? Why not? What is stopping me? At what point will I? When I am in deathbed, and when will I know? It'll be too late. So, turnam jateta, anumritya yavat. We must make it very fast. Like Ajamila we were reading, we'll continue to read now, another 2 minutes. So, Ajamila navedam agatam antakam. He did not know when his antakam would come. So, what I want is, I proposed this few weeks ago. I did not see action. Right? I did not see action. So, I want to see devotees sincerely preaching to reach out to people, bringing devotees, distributing books, flyers, whatever. Some form of outreach, in some form, whatever form you can, whatever shape, whatever time. But there must be the spirit of outreach in you. That's all. Because time and what you can do is personal. All of you are in different circumstances, I understand. But the spirit of outreach must be continuous in some form or the other. It could be distributing books, distributing flyers for the program, talking to someone about Krishna consciousness, not talking about revival of Hindu Dharma or Narendra Modi coming into the government, or talking about BJP taking over or Hindu Rashtra, not that type of a thing. Right? That won't help the cause completely. That's only a part of the cause. It's maybe like 10%, 15%, but you can still, be a part of illusion there also. So we want people to wake up to reality. Wake up to reality. Right? So this is a must. This is my sincere request on the 360th anniversary of Krishna Consciousness Movement, that you are all the expansions. You are the hands and legs of Srila Prabhupada in Auburn Hills, Rochester Hills and Troy area. You are the hands and legs of Prabhupada. Without you being there, if you are not doing anything, then none of us, there is no one else to do here. To bring this knowledge of Sanatana Dharma, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita to this place, we are the extended hands and legs of Prabhupada. It's not our hands, it's the legs of the Acharyas. It's not my mouth, it's the mouth of Prabhupada. Right? So we are the expansions and we need to act as an instrument. Solon's Radharaj Swami Maharaj keeps always saying this. You must become an instrument of the compassion of Srila Prabhupada. You must become an instrument of his compassion. Right? And if I'm not an instrument of his compassion, I'll be an instrument of Maya. You see? So any questions or comments? I just wanted to, have some goal, mission. Right? So there are 50 devotees in the group. There are 6 of us here. Right? So which means, what is the meaning? That, of course, all of us have different things to do, that's there, I'm not saying no. But we have not still gotten to the heart of the matter to the people who are attending. Right? It's not entered into the heart. Right? What is the problem we are in, and how do we get out of this problem? How do we become serious? And it's a pleasurable thing. You're not losing anything. You're getting. Initially, it's a little difficult. It sounds a little difficult to start, but it's like the other side is Krishna playing his flute, right? So it's very beautiful. It's very hope-giving. No bhara, no burden. It's a life of blissfulness. It's a life of serenity. But it's a little surgery that we have to do on ourselves. Samsarasya taro kutharam. So Devahuti is telling. So we were doing some cleaning in the temple yesterday. So I was thinking of this analogy that Devahuti is telling to Kapila Dev, please be my axe to cut this tree of material enjoyment. Samsara taru kutharam. Kutharam means axe. Samsara taru, this taru which is samsaram, be my kutharam. Kutharam means be the axe. Because the axe has to cut this world. It's an illusory world. Maya janitam. You all think that I will never die. This body is eternal. What a Maya. What a Maya. This body which is raktam, mamsam, right? Mutram. This body I think as very preshtatamam, very dearmost. And Bhagavan, who's present within my heart, who's an abode of bliss, I see him as asat. I see him as non-existent. And this body I am embracing as the most cherished object in my existence. And for this body I am struggling so much from morning to night. From morning to night I am struggling for this body only. What a great, everyone in this world going from here to there, from Ann Arbor to Auburn Hills, going here and there for what? For this body. Is it not? And what is this body? Anyway, it is going to be destroyed. What a great illusion. What a Maya. Pa. Vishnu Maya. Pa. Amazing. Pa. You can celebrate Vishnu, do stuti of Vishnu simply based on his Maya only. What a Maya he has created. Like Mohini Avatar. All the asuras were gaping with her in wonder. Asura Mohana Lila, that is the next in thing. I'm going to read 16th chapter and we are going to completely read from one beginning to end. Asura Vimohana Lila by Mohini Devi. Amazing, amazing how Mohini Devi bewilders Asuras. All the Asuras believe that Mohini Devi is looking at me only, and they're all gaping at her. Curves and this and that, and I am going to enjoy her. She wants me only. She wants me only. And Mohini Devi speaks so sweetly that Asuras get completely flummoxed. This is Vishnu's Maya. All the Asuras are getting bewildered. The Devas know this is not Vishnu, this is Vishnu. Similarly, those who are Asuras, they will get bewildered by this Maya. They'll get really bewildered. They get really bewildered. So we should not waste our life. We should not waste this opportunity we have and follow these materialists. We shouldn't do that. I have a question.
Yeah, for the outreach, and I had a question. I had spoken to many people.
That's fine, that's good.
From yesterday's Bhakti Prabhu's class also, I was contemplating that it's very, there needs to be some kind of, blessing from Krishna only to think that Krishna is the Supreme Personality. Because for many people, even though they have attended Bhakti Ruksha, many other Bhakti Rukshas many times, it's very difficult for them to think that Krishna is the Supreme. I mean, yesterday also Bhakti Prabhu said that very clearly. Like if they have not done, then there is no, Krishna's blessing is not there to that family. If we are at that is not there, they don't have intention to come. They only, how do we convince, how do we make them realize that Krishna is the Supreme?
So, good question. So, there are two things here. So, first is everyone's adhikar is different. Okay. So, someone is in a lower adhikar, it is true that they cannot understand what is Bhagavan. What is the necessity of spiritual life, that is true. That is something I cannot control. The other part of reality that I can control is my purity, which impresses upon them, awakens their heart, right, to this reality. So the more I become sincere, definitely, say there are 100 people. Now, when I am insincere, I'm talking about myself. Say there are 3 people, or there is no one insincere, everyone is sincere. I'm also trying to be sincere, but I'm just saying. So there are 5 people with my insincerity who are responding. Okay. Now, say there are gray areas. There are people who are black, there are people who are white, there are gray. So the number of persons who will be resonating will be far more. Because it's not I who speak, right? Words are not simply words. Words carry some shakti, some potency. And this potency comes from the mercy of the Lord. If the Lord is pleased with me, my words will carry a different strength. If my words are shallow, sometimes when I give talk, I myself know my words are shallow. At that time, I better read the purport because my words are shallow. Krishna is not pleased with me. My words are not carrying potency. I myself know. Right? I'm trying to come, but it's not coming. So similarly, there is a potency of the words. Not all words are equally potent. So we should try our best. Of course, result is not something we really don't care. It is for our own personal sadhana that we outreach. It is a part of our sadhana. Whether 5 people come, 2 people come, 3 people come, no one comes, that's fine. Who cares? But we do it because it is the order of Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita. Order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita. That we sing the glories of Hari. This is what Narada Muni did. Some person said, someone asked, who was? Purna Mataji was asking last week, right? There is Krishna Bhakti and then Krishna Bhakti that was, Prabhupada stressed on outreach. So I then told Mataji that, see, outreach is not something that was introduced by Prabhupada. It is coming all the way from Narada Muni. So Narada Muni is saying, Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Bhakti. So then Prabhupada stressed on outreach. So I then told Mataji that, see, outreach is not something that was introduced by Prabhupada. It is coming all the way from Narada Muni. Narada Muni is outreaching to Vyasadeva. Prahlad Maharaj, outreach. Narada Muni, the biggest outreach person, right? Going every town corner and then distributing this knowledge. Then Ramanacharya, outreach. Madhvacharya, outreach, going town, village. All the acharyas have always done outreach. It is not Srila Prabhupada who distributed outreach. Right? All the bhajans are like, most of the kirtans are meant like, you do this, you do that. It's an instruction, it's an outreach, it's a message. Right? So it's something, a common theme. So we are following the parampara in doing this outreach. And anyone who does this outreach will get extra mercy. Get extra mercy. Because you're taking a risk. You're going out, you're giving up your ego, false ego that I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, come here. And it's a thankless task. It takes gallons of blood to make one devotee, like Srila Bhakti Thakur said. You have to put a lot of gallons. You have to, like I remember, Divya and myself, it was in Rochester Hills, So this first very beginning, 2017, 18, we're talking about Srihari was just born. So, and this devotee, this couple was trying to come and, Srihari was born, you can imagine, right? I mean, her parents left, we were together, we made a cake together, right, for their birthday and to surprise them. And I mean, we tried to do, right, to kind of engage them, care for them, also on a personal level, on a bodily level, but they didn't come. That's it. They left. They're not interested. They didn't resonate, you see. So it's a thankless task sometimes, right? You try and you want to do something, but they're thinking, I don't want. That's fine. Right? For us, it's purifying. And you can't say that, okay, this person didn't reciprocate, maybe it's too boring, I'll stop this. No. What else will you do now? What else to do in this world apart from outreach? Correct? What else to do? There is nothing else to do in this world than actually to be purposefully engaged. What will you do? Again, eat at the same restaurant. What will you do? So it's a thankless task, but what else to do? Right? So we have to do this. We have to take this risk. And Srila Prabhupada came to this West to like 60 years. He started this movement. He took this risk to come to this world and all along, you see. Does it answer your question?
Keep reaching out.
Yeah, keep reaching out. Take flyers of the place, talk to people about Krishna consciousness, right? Preach them the direct philosophy, right? Whatever is near heart, tell them. Whatever your persona is, right? You make friends and then bring them. However your persona is, personality is, but somehow you always think how to bring this person to Krishna consciousness. When you see someone new, will this person take books? Can I introduce this person to Krishna consciousness? Your interiors must always think like that. The reason why? Not to bucket them into another cult. Not because of that. I want to make my group larger. No, our group is the biggest group. Why? Because everyone is a part of Krishna's group. Some people realize, some people don't. There is only one group in this whole world. That is Bhagavan's group. That is Prahlad Maharaj's answer to Hiranyakashipu. Right? Hiranyakashipu said, why are you supporting a person of another group? What are you talking, my dear father? There is only one group. I never knew there were two groups. There is only one group to understand Bhagavan. That's all. Bhagavan and everyone of his energies are only one group. There is not two groups. Right? So everyone has to realize, anyone who is not a part of Bhagavan's group thinks there are many groups. So to liberate them from the thinking that there are many groups, we want to come then to another group. So it appears that this is also another form of one of many other groups. Right? So we must always be thinking how to introduce them to Krishna consciousness, how to liberate them from this misery. If you're thinking like that, then all the jealousy that we have, when will this person, what will this person give, what will happen here, this person has more, he's going for a vacation here, he got a job, this enviousness will go away. This enviousness will go away. Any other questions? Okay.
I have something not on the outreach one,
Sure.
but on your reality part. You mentioned about the reality of the gender fluid. I mean, I understand the animal part feeling like that's confusing, but even in Mahabharata, I forgot the person name, who, Sikhandi. Amba, right? Amba came. Even in those days, there were like, I don't know what's the right word for them. No, now maybe female and male,
Shikhandi,
50-50, right?
no, Shikhandi was a male,
Right. Male,
but
Amba
he
was
was
female.
a female in the previous body. Okay?
But the body was not feminine?
No, body was still male, masculine.
Right, right. But what I meant is, yes, body is masculine.
But Bhishma Dev, because Bhishma Dev did not offer a fight to Shikhandi, because he thought the person who wanted to fight with me ultimately is coming from a female mentality.
But is it like unique?
No, he's not a eunuch. Shikhandi is not a eunuch.
Oh, okay.
Shikhandi is not a eunuch. The person who's a eunuch was Arjuna in his form, and he was cursed by Urvashi. Urvashi cursed Arjuna to be a eunuch. So eunuch is different, but gender fluidity is different. Eunuch means you are a transgender, or I don't know if it's a transgender, I don't know these terms actually. But eunuch is a separate category. But to think sometimes you are a male, sometimes you are a female. I am a male, but I feel like a female. I am a female, I feel like a male. So this is complicating your material identity already. Already I'm confused, I'm who I am. On top of that, even materially I'm confused who I am. Now that's like bad karma, really. Literal bad karma. Right? Because I can't organize myself to, I can't bucket myself into one identity and be peaceful with it and try to discover who I am spiritually. Okay? I'm so confused even with my simple things. And they can't define what a woman is. What is a woman? They can't define. If I feel like a woman, I'm a woman. That's like a very circular logic. Circular logic, right? So it's like what to say, it's a very sorry state. It's a very sorry state that I have to constantly be confused. There was a person like that in my group when I was in my previous role. This person sometimes, if he felt like a male, actually, he was born a male, he was like, but he suddenly thought he should be a female. He was actually a transgender, but he couldn't bucket himself. So he used to dress himself as a male, and then he married a girl, and he got a divorce, and then he suddenly felt like a female. But though he felt like a female, he had already acted like a male in the office. So he did not know how to act like a male. It's a very tricky scenario. So this confusion is something compassionate. So we are not like Christians or Muslims who say you have to be stoned to death or you should be going to hell. We are saying you're just complicating your life by just swifting so swiftly. Right? So even if someone feels that they are a male or a female, I mean, it's not great, but at least, embrace what material nature has given you. Material nature has given you something for a certain reason. Okay, because she thought, okay, this is the closest you can be to. You're more closer to a male than being a female. Of course, everyone is in one sense a spectrum, one sense. Someone has more male traits, someone has more feminine traits, that's true. But from a body standpoint, from acting in this world, you're more closest to a male if you have a male body. And you're closest to a female, you are a female body. That's very true. So material nature is decided, and then ultimately you take this role, and in this way you can, understand who you are. And to fight that is just complicating the affair a lot more. Okay. No more questions, then we can read the Bhagavatam. Share my screen. So we were reading the response of the Vishnu Dutas. So we're reading, Yamadutas are basically saying Vedo Pranihito Dharmaha Narayana, Vedo Narayana Sakshat. Right? Veda is the incarnation of Narayana, and it is whatever Vedas are selling is Dharma. Now let's see, after the Yamadutas say what they say, let's see what the Vishnu Dutas respond. Okay. Shri Bhadarayan Ruvacha, I am reading the shlokas and then you can read the translation like we did last time. Shri Bhadarayan Ruvacha, Evam te Bhagavad Duta Yamaduta Bhibashitam Upadharya Tatan Rajan Pratyahurnaya Kovidaha.
Sukadeva Goswami said, "My dear king, the servants of Lord Vishnu are always very expert in logical arguments."
Oh, it went away.
After hearing the statements of the Yamadutas, they replied as follows.
Shri Vishnu Duta Vujuhu Aho Kashtam Dharma Drisham Adharma Sprishate Sabham Yatra Dandyeshu Papeshu Dando Yairdhriyate Vritha.
The Vishnuduta said, "Alas, how painful it is that irreligion is being introduced into an assembly where religion should be maintained. Indeed, those in charge of maintaining the religious principles are needlessly punishing a sinless, unpunishable person."
Now this must have shocked Yamadutas. Right. Dando yahi driyate vritha. Vritha means vyartham you are doing something to what? Yatra dandyeshu apapeshu. Is apapeshu. It's like without done any papam. Ajamila. Hey, I have web camera. I have all proofs. I can submit. Yamadutas would be like, their hands would be getting, nervy. I have all the files. I can send it to you. I can send all the WhatsApp videos. Everything Ajamila did. His thievery, his this, his that. Everything. All uploaded in cloud. Right? I can send it to you. Right? Prajanam pitaro yecha Shastaraha sadavaha samaha yadisya teshu vaishamyam kam yanti sharanam prajaha.
A king or governmental official should be so well qualified that he acts as a father, maintainer, and protector of a citizens because of affection and love. He should give the citizens good advice and instructions according to the
Standard
standard scriptures and should be equal to everyone.
Yamaraja does this.
Yamaraja does this, for he is the supreme master of justice, and so do those who follow in his footsteps. However, if such persons becomes polluted and exhibits partially by punishing an innocent, blameless person, where will the citizens go to take shelter of their maintenance and security?
See, it's very Yadisya teshu vaishamyam. If these Yamadutas are vaishamyam, teshu vaishamyam, kam yanti sharanam prajaha. Where will normal prajas, the person who's do dharma rakshanam, they themselves are having vaishamyam. They, without a papam, they are trying to punish. What Yamadutas you are doing like that? Yad yad acharati shreya nidarastadda dihate sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanuvartate.
The mass of people follow the example of a leader in society and imitate his behavior. They accept as evidence whatever the leader accepts.
This is a very popular shloka. So many of the things in Bhagavad Gita also, it's also there in Mahabharata and elsewhere. So there are many things that are in a very common parlance amongst Vedic people. That's like there are some lingos, right? Some things are very usually spoken. Like it's commonly accepted. So this is a common shloka. Yad yad acharati shreshtaha shreyan itarastadda dihate. This comes in the Bhagavad Gita also. So yad pramanam kurute. Whatever they do as pramanam, lokastadanuvartate. Everyone follows footsteps. Yasyanke shiradhaya lokasvapiti nirvritaha swayam dharmam adharmam va nahi veda yatha pashu sakatham nirpitatmanam krita maitram achetanam vishrambhaniyo bhutanam sagrino dogtum arhati.
People in general are not very advanced in knowledge by which to discriminate between religion and irreligion. The innocent, unenlightened citizen is like an ignorant animal sleeping in peace with its head on its lap of its master, faithfully believing in master's protection. If a leader is actually kind-hearted and deserves to be the object of a living entity's fate, how can he punish or kill a foolish person who has fully surrendered in good faith and friendship?
Ayam ki krita nirvesho janma kotyamhasamapi yad vyajahara vivasho namaswastyayanam harehe. Ajamila has already atoned for all his
sinful actions. Indeed, he has atoned not only for sins performed in one life, but for those performed in millions of lives. For in a helpless condition, he chanted the holy name of Narayana. Even though he did not chant purely, he chanted without offense, and therefore he is now pure and eligible for liberation.
Do this shloka again. Ayam hi krita nirveshaha. He is atoned, already attained atonement. Janma koti amhasamapi. Janma koti amhasamapi yat vyajahara vivashaha. Vyajahara vivashaha. Nama swastyayanam harehe. Swasti. Nama swasti means very, very beautiful, very fit, very auspicious. Swastyayanam harehe. He chanted the name of Hari. Swastyayanam harehe. So Prabhupada is reading the purport. The Yamadutas are considered only the external situation of Ajamila. Since he was extremely sinful throughout his life, they thought he should be taken to Yamaraja and did not know that he had become free from the reactions of all the sins. The Vishnudutas therefore instructed that because he had chanted the 4 syllables of the name Narayana at the time of his death, he was freed from all sinful reactions. In this regard, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur quotes the following verse from the Smriti Shastra. Namno hi yavati shakti hi papa nirharane harehe tavad kartum na shaknoti patakam pataki naraha. It's a very famous shloka. Simply by chanting you can repeat after me, simply by chanting one holy name of Hari, a sinful man can counteract the reactions to more sins than he is able to commit. So one should not think of this as arthavadaha. Arthavadaha means what?
Oh, I can do anything.
No. Tamil, it is adichu udraanga. Right? Adichu udraanga means simply saying for the sake of glorification. Right? Arthavadaha means simply over exaggerating. What do they say in Hindi? Like exaggeration. Right? Real. What do they say? Like real means like what? Exaggeration. कुछ भी
Just exaggerate.
ऊपर चढ़ के
बड़ा चढ़ा के
बड़ा चढ़ा के बोलना Arthavadaha. But this is, of course, it is important to have faith in this. If one chants the holy name of Narayana, Hari, a sinful man can counter the reactions to more sins than he is able to commit. Avashenapi yannami kirtite sarvapatakaih puman vimuchyate sadhyaha simhatrishtaih mrigairiva. Very nice analogy. Huh? If one chants the holy name of the Lord, even in a helpless condition or without desiring to do so, avashenapi yannami kirtite sarvapatakaih. If one is skipping down and falling down, it happened to me actually. But I heard this one day. This was going on in Coimbatore. Bhakti Maharaj gave this lecture in 3rd year. I'll read this verse and then tell the story. Even chants the holy name of the Lord even in a helpless condition or without desiring to do so. All the reactions of a sinful life depart, just as when a lion roars, all the small animals flee in fear. In a helpless condition. So what happened? I heard this. Right? And there is another verse also that comes. I do not know if it is there. Yeah, there is another verse. If one falls down, skalitam. Can you take that verse? Skalitam. Skalitam, one falls down, or if one skalitam hari, you can search for that keyword. So one falls down, or if one slips, sneezes, I forgot exactly. So then if one chants the name of Hari, then immediately is freed from all sinful reactions. Like that it is said. There is a verse like that. Right? Kadasida. So then what happens? So I heard this. And then, from that time I started chanting Hari, Krishna, Madhava. It changes, right, depending on what the season is, right? So sometimes it is Krishna, then there's Gauranga, then there's Madhava, whatever, right? So, and then because, the Jagannatha, whatever, I think I was chanting, I forgot what, Mukunda, whatever, I was chanting. So I was going very speedily because I had a presentation to do along with my friend. So it was getting late, actually. So we were coming the wrong way, right? Because it was getting late. I was going from the room to the college, 3rd year, 2010 or so. So, and when I was going, what happened? This person, he was driving. I was holding the laptop. It's my bike. He did not know how to drive so much. So he drove, and then what happens? Because it was going in a mud, right, in the sand. suddenly it started going and I skid. I was wearing, because we were going to do a presentation, paper, right? I was wearing white, everything, white. So it completely, was going at 50, 60 miles per hour, right? In the mud, like the bike, moved maybe maybe at least say 500, 600 meters it went forth, right? And full scratch for the bike, like 20,000, 25,000 I spent insurance, right? And we were also thrown actually, but somehow after this was going to happen, last for I loudly chanted the holy name, loudly chanted, and because of that loudly chanted, somehow I felt we were dislodged from the bike magically. I don't know how it dislodged. If we had been in the bike, I could literally see how. I do not know how we dislodged. We dislodged from the bike, and then of course we had some scratches. But actually, this bike went near a lorry because it was coming the wrong way. See, there are two roads. This road and another road, and there is a split. It's an Avinashi road. It's a main highway actually in Coimbatore. It's like a highway. Like city buses go, and from one city to another city, lorries go, trucks go. It's a very busy road. They're traveling on the Avinashi road, but they're going in the wrong way, right? On the sand. And so the bike that I was driving, it went and fell near a truck that was passing. A big lorry, actually, not a truck, a big lorry that was passing. I couldn't even imagine what would have happened, right? So by chanting the holy name of the Lord, by practicing, instead of saying Ayyo Amma, or saying like that, if you chant the holy name of the Lord, if we train our tongue to always chant the holy name of the Lord, Hari, Krishna, Madhava, Govinda, Gopijana Vallabha, right, Gauranga, whatever, right, if we chant, we train our tongue to chant the holy name of the Lord, then, you got the verse? Can you read?
6 to 15. This is also second chapter. I
6.
think it is coming in.
Okay, good. You can read. Read.
Pandito Skhalito Bhagnaha Sandashtastapa Apataha Harit it Avashenaha Puma Narhati Yatanaha. If one chants the holy name of Hari and then dies because of an accidental misfortune, such as falling from the top of a house, slipping and suffering broken bones when traveling on the road, being bitten by a serpent, being afflicted with pain and high fever, or being injured by a weapon, one is immediately absolved from having to enter hellish life, even though he is sinful.
Very nice verse. So, Sakrit Ucharitam Yena Harirityaksharadvayam Bhatta Parikarastena Mokshaya Gamanam Prati. By once chanting the holy name of the Lord, which consists of the two syllables Hari, one guarantees his path to liberation. These are some of the reasons why the Vishnu Dutas objected to the Yamadutas saying Ajamila at the court of Yamaraja. Etenaiva hi agono asya kritam syadaga nishkritam yada narayana yeti jagada chaturaksharam.
The Vishnu Dutas continued, even previously while eating and at other times, this Ajamila would call his son saying, My dear Narayana, please come here. Although calling the name of his son, he nevertheless uttered the four syllables Narayana. Simply by chanting the name of Narayana, in this way he sufficiently atoned for the sinful reactions of millions of lives.
Stena surapo mitradhir brahmaha guru talpagaha stri raja pitrigo hanta yecha pataki no pare sarvesham agavatam idam yeva sunishkritam nama vyaharanam vishnoho yatastad vishayamatihi.
The chanting of the holy name of Lord Vishnu. The chanting of the
Louder, fast and loud.
The chanting of the holy name of Lord Vishnu is the best process of atonement for a thief of gold or other valuables, for a drunkard, for one who betrays a friend or relatives, for one who kills a brahmana, or for one who indulges in sex with the wife of his guru or another superior.
These are all Mahapatakas, okay? Yes.
It is also the best method of atonement for one who murders women, the king or his father, for one who slaughters cows, and for all other sinful men. Simply by chanting the holy name of Lord Vishnu, such sinful persons may attract the attention of the Supreme Lord, who therefore considers
Yatas tad vishaya matihi. It's a very important verse. Tad vishaya matihi means you will come into the memory of the Lord. Tad vishaya matihi. You will become a vishayam in the mati of Bhagavan. Nama vyaharanam Vishnoho. Yataha tad vishaya matihi. By which? Yataha means by which. Nama vyaharanam Vishnoho. Tad vishaya matihi. Tad vishaya matihi. Sarvesham api aghavatam idameva sunishkritam. In all kinds of symbols, sarvesham api aghavatam. That is why when we chant the holy name of the Lord, when we do Harinam Sankirtan, in the street Harinam Sankirtan, it is very pleasing to the Lord. Sarvesham api aghavatam. Idameva sunishkritam. So that is why we are chanting the holy name of the Lord. Nishkritaihi uditaihi brahmavadibhi tata vishuddhati aghavan vratadadibhi yata harehe namapadaihi udahritaihi tad uttama shloka gunopalambhakam. Very beautiful shlokam again. By following the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies or undergoing atonement, sinful men do not become as purified as by chanting once the holy name of Hari. Although ritualistic atonement may free one from sinful reactions, it does not awaken devout service, unlike the chanting of the Lord's names, which remains one of the Lord's fames, qualities, attributes, pastimes, and paraphernalia. Very good shlokam. Nishkritaihi uditaihi brahmavadibihi. Brahmavadino vadanti. Brahmavadinos are people who know the Brahman are telling. Nishkritaihi. Nishkritaihi. By the process of prayaschittam, this does not happen, sir. Uditaihi. Or tatha vishuddhayati aghavan vratadibihi. You are doing some vratam. You are doing Satyanarayana puja. You are doing some this upavasam, that upavasam, this, that. You are doing so many things. You are doing this yagam, this homam. All this is fine. But this can serve as prayaschittam. But yatha harehe nama padaihi udahritaihi. Like Harinamam, this harehe nama padai udahritaihi. Like chanting the name of Hari, what it can do, these other things cannot do that. This is what he is saying. Okay. So Dharma Shastras are telling so many things to do different things for a prayaschittam, to overcome. This is basically this whole concept of prayaschittam comes. This is how this whole Vyakhyanam starts, Adamana Upakhyanam starts. Because Parikshit Maharaja hears all the hellish planets in the 5th canto of Bhagavatam. And he becomes very afraid. So many hellish planets are there. Kumbhi Pakam. So many planets are there, right? And all these hellish planets are, of course, they showed in one movie also like that, right? But they turned all these things. But actually, the reason for which you have to go to these planets are so commonplace that they didn't want to show it in the movies. Right? So they change the reasons for which they go to these hells, actually. At least people know these hells exist. So these hellish planets, Parikshit Maharaj so mercifully said, how can people in Kali Yuga who are so practiced to do these sinful actions not go to these hellish planets? What will happen to people in Kali Yuga? What will happen? How can they be saved? Tell me. So when Parikshit Maharaja asks like this, then this Upakhyan of Prayaschittam starts. What does Prayaschittam mean? You have to do, if a person does not do Prayaschittam before he leaves this body, then he has to suffer. What are the Prayaschitams? You have to do Prayaschittam in the Karma Margam, Prayaschittam in Jnana Margam, and Prayaschittam in Bhakti Margam. But Prayaschittam in Bhakti Margam only some people can do. And to establish the glory of Harinama, how Ajamila did Prayaschittam in Ekakshanam. So the Ajamila Upakhyana comes into picture. How Prayaschittam, other things, does not destroy the root of the Vasana Balam, it will not reduce. But with the Harinama, the Vasana Balam is reduced. Vasana Balam is eradicated actually. So I'm not going into this topic of Prayaschittam. It's a very interesting topic. It comes, towards the end of the 5th canto. So, Naikantikam tadhi kritepi nishkrite manappunardhavati ched asatpathe tat karma nirharam abhipsatam hare gunanuvadaha kalu sattva bhavanaha. Na aikantikam tadhi krite api nishkrite manappunardhavati. You can do some prayaschitam, but again the mind will go to that same place. Api dhavati asat pate. Again it will go to asat. After you do prayaschitam, also it will go to asat. Why? Because the root is there.
The ritualistic ceremonies of atonement recommended in the religious scriptures are insufficient because they are absolutely because the atonement once mind again
After
toward
atonement.
material life. After atonement, once mind again runs toward material activities. Consequently, for one who wants liberation from the futile reactions of material activity, the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra or glorification of the name, fame, and pastimes of the Lord is recommended as the most perfect process of atonement because a chanting eradicates the death from one's heart completely.
Very nice. अथ येनं मा अपनयत कृत अशेष अघ निष्कृतं यत् असौ भगवन्नाम म्रियमाणः समग्रहीत्.
At the time of death, this Ajamila helplessly and very loudly chanted the holy name of the Lord Narayana. That chanting alone has already freed him from the reactions of all sinful life. Therefore, O servants of Yamaraja, do not try to take him to your master for punishment in hellish conditions.
Vishnu Dutas are head, Yamadutas are following, so Vishnu Dutas are giving an order to Yamaraj, do not take him. Very famous words, you can repeat after me. Sanketyam parihasyam va Sthobam helanameva va Vaikuntha nama grahanam Ashesha agaharam viduhu.
One who chants the holy name of the Lord is immediately freed from the reaction of the unlimited sins. Even if he chants indirectly to indicate something else, jokingly for musical entertainment or even neglectfully, this is accepted by all the learned scholars of the scriptures.
So it's a very famous verse. This is the Pramanyam why we do Harinam Sankirtanam. Sometimes people are drinking, in football Harinams especially when we go. So people are drinking, they are high, but still they say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. They are doing jokingly. They don't know what they are chanting. But Sanketyam means to simply assign Krishna wine shop, Balaji wine shop, right? Balaji meat shop, Balaji butcher shop. Someone has like that. Sanketyam. That also there is merit. Right? Where are you going? I'm going to the Krishna wine shop. There is merit. Sanketyam. By assignation. Parihasyam. Hey, chal raha hai to Hare Krishna. Right? Poram parama, Hare Krishna. Right? Namata put into poram parama. Right? Right? Even if they do parihasyam. Parihasyam means what? For jokingly. For fun. Namata pottiya, like that they say in Tamil. Means you Namam in Tamil they say derogatorily. For Tilak, they say derogatorily in Tamil Nadu. But even if they say that, Govinda only, Parihasyam, they are saying jokingly. But even if a Muslim says Govinda only, he will make progress. He is a butcher of cow. But if he says Govinda only, he will make progress. He will make progress. Haridas Thakur even went to the way of saying, even if the Muslim says haram, because they are chanting the name of the Lord Ram there, they are making progress. Right? Because they are saying haram, 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 ha, ram, ha, ram. So they are making progress. Haridas Thakur says this, you see. So, because he's worried, they are concerned actually, how will these living entities make progress? That is their concern. How will this person, he will suffer. He does not know he will suffer. That's like you're concerned about a son who will suffer. He's not studying at all. What will he do when I die? Parent thinks like that, right? What will this guy do when I die? Who will take care of him? So similarly, they are thinking like that. And then Stobam. Stobam means what? Musical entertainment. Like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. There was a music song like that. Even if you chant like that, they make progress. They're singing drinkingly for musical entertainment. Then also you make progress. See, the power of Krishna's holy name is not diminished by anything you do with it. That is the proof, it is the absolute truth. Just like anything you do with fire, fire is always fire. You kick the fire, you punch fire, you spit on fire. Fire is fire. This is the meaning of the word Krishna. This is why Krishna is God. Because whatever you do with Krishna, it will purify you. Krishna will purify you. Whatever you do. You simply touch Krishna, you will become purified. This is how 7th canto also starts. Whatever you do. Sneham, what is it? Verse. How does it start? Forget the verse. By Vairam, by Snehat, Lobhat, Snehat, Bhayat, Krodhat, Lobhat, forgot. So, Vaikuntha Nama Grahanam Ashesha Agaram Viduhu. So, Ashesha Agaharam. Ashesha means what? Countable. Ashesha means uncountable. Ashesha Agaharam Viduhu. Ashesha Agaharam. Ashesha means you can't count how many sins are there. Haram Viduhu. Notes. So, you simply chant the name of Krishna. Then how, even if you chant like that, this will have papam. So why should you feel depressed? I don't feel any attraction for chanting. I am not meditating on the holy name. It's okay. You chant. But it doesn't matter. You simply chant. If you simply chant, understanding the glories of the holy name, then you'll become very enthusiastic. Even if you chant like this, you'll get merit. Then why will you not get merit even if you chant with distraction? Why you will not? You will get definitely benefit. But even if you do distraction as benefit, if I try to not be distracted, how much benefit I will get? Patitaha, Skalitaha, Bhagnaha, Sandashtaha, Taptaha, Haririti, Avashenaha, Puman, Arhati, Atanaha. So I just, Divya just read this, so I'm skipping.
Prabhu, that verse I can't.
Oh, which one? So.
Tasmat Vairānubandhena Nirvairena Bhena Va Snehat Kamena Va Yunjat Katanchan Nekshate Pratak. Therefore, by enmity or by devotional service or by fear or by affection or by lusty desire, by all of these or any one of them, if a conditioned soul somehow or the other concentrates his mind upon the Lord, the result is the same. For the Lord, because his blissful position is never affected by enmity or friendship. Enmity, devotional service, fear, affection, lust.
So this is the nature of the Lord. Okay, anyone who comes in contact with the Lord is purified. Whatever they do, He will purify them. Someone touches the holy name, they will become purified. This is the nature of the mantra, nature of the holy name. Okay. Gurunam cha laghunam cha guruni cha laghuni cha prayaschittani papanam nyatva uktani maharishibhi.
Authorities who are learned scholars and sages have carefully ascertained that one should atone for the heaviest sins by undergoing a heavy process of atonement, and one should atone for lighter sins by undergoing lighter atonement. Chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, however, vanquishes all the effects of sinful activities, regardless of whether heavy or light.
So you can't do a guru, like I gave the example last week. If there is a guru papam, then some scriptures say you have to take some molten lead and pour it into your ears. Guru papam. Guru means very heavy. Laghu papam, then less sin. Brahmana does something very heavy sin. So everything is proportional. But holy name doesn't have any calculation. Taihi tani aghani puyante tapodana vratadibihi na dharmajam tad dhritayam tad api shangri sevaya.
Although one may neutralize the reactions of sinful life through austerity, charity, vows, and other such methods, these pious activities cannot uproot the material desire in one's heart. However, in one serves the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead, he is immediately freed from such contaminations.
Very nice verse. The word to be noticed, na adharmajam tad hridayam. Tad adharmajam hridayam. Adharmajam means what? That which is causing the birth of adharma, which is the yoni, which is the bijam. Nanat adharmajam tad hridayam. Whatever is there in your hridayam, it will not attack. What will not attack? Aghayini puja tapodana vratadibihi. Tapodanam brother, that is why I gave the example, we were discussing yesterday. Saubhari Muni is doing tapas within the lake. But because he is not chanting the holy name of the Lord, it is not destroying the root of his sinful tendency. The tendency to commit adharmajam tad hridayam. Tat apisha angri sevaya. So by angri sevaya, only it happens. Angri sevaya means the lotus feet of the Lord by serving. Angri sevaya, it happens. Adharmajam, or else it will not happen. You see, we just finish this verse and then we'll conclude here. Ajnanat adhaiva athava jnanat uttama shloka namayat sankirtitam agam pumso dahet edho yatha naraha. As a fire,
As a fire burns dry grass to ashes, so the holy name of the Lord, whether chanted knowingly or unknowingly, burns to ashes without fail. All the reactions of one's sinful activities.
We discussed this. Sometimes the fire comes. When there is a big fire, it can burn the dry grass, it can burn the wet grass also. Jnanam is like a spark only. It is not like a fire. So Jnanam, it's like a small Agni. It is not like Dava Agni. So Jnanam with a small Agni can only destroy only those reactions which are we can awaken only people who are like dry grass. They are not wet with material desires. But the holy name of the Lord is so that whatever situation you are in, whatever guna you are in, it is like a power washer. It is like a power washer. It will make you clean. If you loudly chant the Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So we have to chant this holy name of the Lord very loudly every day. Don't chant Hare Rama. Then we are giving some space to Maya. Right? It will be slow, it will act, but it will be slow. If you want like fast, like I want to give a slap to my illusions, then chant loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Pronounce it nicely, properly. Nice. Krishna must get the utmost treatment with my pronunciation. Rama must get the utmost treatment with my pronunciation. It's like offering the beautiful flower, lotus flower to the Lord. When I chant the holy name of the Lord, Krishna, nicely you must chant. Krishna, nicely you must chant. Rama, nicely you must chant. Hare, nicely you must chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So we don't need to care about anything. Simply pronunciation will do. You don't need to care about your concentration. You don't need to care about your miseries, your distraction, nothing. Your past, nothing matters. Pronunciation alone is sufficient.
So correct name is Krishna, but when we chant fast, Krishna like this, Krishna is okay.
Try your best. Try your best. The right way to say is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. This is the right way. Krishna, ta tha da dha na, Krishna tha tha da dha na, Krishna. The same thing as Narayana, we don't say it, Narayana. So Krishna. So you try your best. Krishna is not going to, not like, he's not seeing Swaram, all that. So whatever you can do, you try to do. That's fine. So it doesn't matter. You whatever you can, but do it loudly. Some people can say Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Some people chant like that. So actually, from a strict Sanskritam perspective, Krishna means Draupadi. Krishna means Draupadi. Krishna is only Krishna. Krishna means Draupadi. So Krishna will not say Draupadi is calling Draupadi will not come. Because Krishna knows, Bhavagrahi Janardana. Right? So, similarly, Rama, right? So, Rama actually can mean like, hey Rama, is like Ashtama, Sambodhana Pratama. Right? Ashtami Vibhakti. Right? So, but Lord Rama takes, the essence, Bhavagrahi Janardana. Right? So, I'll stop here, we'll continue from next week. So, Shri Harinam Prabhu ki. Any questions or comments?
Question, doubt. Mataji was reading one slogan, right? Hate.
Dveshat, Bhayat, Ranat. Sorry.
So, can you please repeat again that?
So it is not the exact words I actually wanted. Bhayat, Ranat. One second. Bhayat. One second. No, Bhayat. No, that's a different word. Bhayam. Bhayat, Snehata. There is a one word, Snehat. One second. There is one verse where he says, Vayam. Narada Muni is telling 7th canto.
Yeah, that's what I put.
Bhayat, Snehat. No, that's
7:126 now.
So, Bhayat, Snehat.
Yeah, Bhayena va Snehat Kamena Vayundra.
இல்லை எப்படி தெரியுமா அந்த வேர்ஸ் வரும் கோபிஸ் வந்து ஸ்னேகத்தினால பண்ணாங்க நாங்கெல்லாம் தாசர்கள் பாண்டவர்கள் யூ ஆர் ஆல் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி வரும் அந்த வேர்ஸ்
அந்த டிரான்ஸ்லேஷன் கொஞ்சம் படிங்க நீங்க சொன்னீங்க நீங்க படிச்சது
1 second. Let me just find this one.
7:131 அது நெக்ஸ்ட் வேர்ஸ் அதேதான் கோப்யः காமாத் பயாத் கம்சः द्वेषात् चैद्यः आद्यो नृपाः संबंधात् विष्णयः स्नेहात् यूयं भक्त्या वयं विभोः प्रोजेक्ट பண்றேன்
My dear King Yudhishthira, the gopis by their lusty desires, Kamsa by his fear, Shishupala and other kings by envy, the Yadus by their familial relationship with Krishna, you Pandavas by your great affection for Krishna, and we the general devotees by our devotional service have obtained the mercy of Krishna.
गोप्यः कामात् भयात् कंसः द्वेषात् चैद्याद्यः नृपाः संबंधात् वृष्णयः स्नेहात् यूयं भक्त्या वयं विभोः स्नेहात् यूयं sorry what question do you have Prabhu?
So is the hate enmity எல்லாமே இருந்தாலும்
Everything is
இருந்தா devotion service இருந்தாலும் same அப்படியே கேட்டேன் நான்
Yeah, correct. So basically,
service வந்து separate மத்ததெல்லாம் கிடைக்கும் ஆனா devotion service
correct. So basically, from a point of liberation, I will repeat the question. So the question is that is devotional service not very exclusive and it is not special that one can get something special but that is not achievable by other means, right? So that is the question. See, in terms of prema, okay, prema is always the nature of bhakti is that anukulyasya sankalpaha. It must always be anukulya. That is what Narada Muni is also describing. Rishikena, what is it? How does it start? Sarvo anyabhirista shunyam jnana karma dhyanavritam anukulyena krishnanushilanam. It is not pratikulya. Okay. So when you talk about bhakti, okay, when you talk about the characteristic of bhakti, the root word itself bhaja sevaya. Okay. So what Shishupala did is not bhakti. Okay. So nature of bhakti is that anukulyena krishnanushilanam. It must be anukulyam to bring satisfaction and preeti to the senses of the Lord. This is what is bhakti. Of course, we have to describe a long definition. Pure bhakti, basically Narada Muni says, pure bhakti. Anya abhilashita shunyam. All abhilasha, all desire must be shunyam. Criteria number 1. Jnana karma dhyanavritam. It must not be covered by tinges of karma or jnana. Anukulyena krishnanushilanam. It must be favorable with a desire to bring satisfaction to him. That bhakti is uttama. This is the criteria. Now, though this is not bhakti, Krishna is so kind, even if I do not do bhakti to him, I do not serve him, but somehow I may come in contact with him even in a pratikulya way, still he uplifts. Krishna does not know something called pushing down.
So that uplift does not mean in the Buddhist spiritual world. Uplifting whatever condition.
Uplifting to either Brahma Jyoti or the spiritual world. Okay? So anyone who even does Nindanam of Krishna also gets Sayujya Mukti. Okay? So if someone is scolding Krishna, so there are many atheists who want to scold Krishna. So if they want to do this, take this upasana of scolding Krishna, they will get Sayujya Mukti. By scolding Krishna continuously, they will get Sayujya Mukti.
Like Hiranyakashipu.
Yeah, like Kamsa and Shishupala. Actually, it is said that even other incarnations, this dvesham, it is not present. Like for instance, if someone has got dvesham for Lord Rama continuously, it is not possible for them to get liberation. But Krishna is more kind. That even if someone has dvesham to it, then he will give liberation to them. But Lord Rama does not give liberation. He waits for himself to appear as his original incarnation as Krishna for him to give liberation to those who actually envy him and even scold him. This is what the Acharyas are mentioning. So Krishna has got that specific potency to give Kambadayalum Sharanam Rajayama. So he can give the padavi of even being a nurse, Dhatri Uchitam. Like Putana came to kill Krishna, but Dhatri Uchitam. He made her a Dhatri. Dhatri means what? Nurse. He gave her the position of a Dhatri in the spiritual world. Because he saw the positive side. Dhatri Uchitam. She had only fully Asura connection only. So these, they were trios. Putana, Trinavarta, and then one more person. Who was it? Putana, Trinavarta, and Shakatasura, I think. I forgot. Divya, yaar is Putana? Who are the brothers and sisters? Putana, Trinavarta, and Putana? Akasura and Bakasura. And Bakasura. So they were trios. And Putana has a previous Vrittantam, even while being in Lord Rama's incarnation. Right? I think she was the. She was the. Vamana's pastime, my God.
So she was the sister of
Bali Maharaja.
She was the sister of
Bali Maharaja. Yes.
So when Bali Maharaja was a dwarf, he came. Actually, she told me this few days back. Like
Ananta Krishna Goswami Maharaj mentioned.
Ananta Krishna Maharaj mentioned this. Yes. So when when Vamana came as a very young Upendra Brahmachari, he was so beautiful that as soon as he appeared, the sister of Bali Maharaj, she feels so, motherly affection for this little child. And she says, I feel like giving milk to this child, he's so beautiful. And then she, as soon as Vamana tricks her brother, then she feels intense hate for this baby. And she feels like, I wish I could kill this child. So she has both motherly affection and that killing.
So Krishna satisfies that desire. So whatever desire we have towards Krishna, he satisfies. Right now I have no desire towards Krishna, I have only desire towards Maya, so he's satisfying that right now. So if I change my desire, Krishna will satisfy that.
That is why cleansing is necessary.
Yeah, to have some desire with Krishna. So the whole process of bhakti is to have some desire with Krishna. Can have any desire. Interesting, okay. Like we see this in the case of Chitraketu Maharaja. In the previous incarnation, he was actually meditating on Sankarshana Murti. So in the next incarnation, when Chitraketu became Vritrasura, he again got the same meditation, the same Upasya Murti as Sankarshana Murti. That he remembered. He was praying, all his prayers of Vritrasura was Sankarshana. Because that is what he was initiated by in his previous, avatar, previous birth, by Angira Muni. For Sankarshana, form of Sankarshana. So this continues, desire continues. Stop here. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समस्त भक्तवृंद की, वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। श्री वैष्णव ठाकुर की जय। Chanted the name of Narayana, we have together.
ಕ್ಲಿಪ್ ಫೋಟೋ
Oh, that I know. Okay, it's like, yeah, sure.
He always feels very, he and Satya from very clearly very.
இல்ல இல்ல நான் சாப்பிடுவேன் பட் பியூட்டி இஸ் கயிறு இல்ல கரெக்டா இருங்க பாருங்க கயிறு பார்க்காதீங்க நிறைய தடவை சொல்லிட்டாங்க
Oh, do you
அது
use
வேற
that?
லெவல் வந்து வேற
Generally.
Because what the ratio should look is
Everybody will come to it.
Just one file.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Siddharth Bande Subhadra Prasadam Ki Jai
Radha Guru
பெருமாள் பிரசாதம் கி பிரபுஜி சாரி உங்க ரைட்டா போடணும்
Raita Rajita Naika.
பிரபுஜி உங்களுக்கு குளிர் சாதம் ஓகேங்களா
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying. Let's see. Oh, Abrams car. Okay.
பிரபுஜி கொஞ்சம் சாப்பிடுங்க
Oh, let's see. I can take a little.
ரைட்டா பிரபுஜி
It's appreciated class.
பிரபுஜி మీరు
You
తీసుకోండి
gave it to Purnima? She would have only.
Vishaka's cranky? Hungry, yeah.
No problem. No. I already have a question on half window. Sweet, okay. Thank you.
ఇంకొంచెం మరి?
No, half. Of course. No,
Oh, then take more.
it's not.
లేదు
Oh, why you started eating curd?
Yogurt, but carrot, too many problems when you age.
You don't eat carrot
Mango,
fruit?
I was just saying lemon rice.
No, I'm good. I won't eat one lunch.
What is that fruit? Carrot?
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ
Carrot,
ಕಾರಣ
potato
Ah.
should stay away from.
Tomorrow, okay.
For me.
Not because of the age, right?
Not because of my body.
I started working this year.
Atma. So that is spiritual in nature. It is not material, right? So in Bhagavad Gita, in Bhagavatam, its size of Paramatma is like hair stick 10,000 times. I believe it's a little bit contradicted truth, like they are telling the size if it is spiritual. Right?
Good question. So,
I was just making cookies.
you
You won't have.
I've read
I
this.
will not have. Yes. You won't sit down.
To show the incalculability of the spiritual.
Oh, no, no.
Look at it is-
Ayyo.
Just to give an example,
ಜೋಗಿಗ ಮಾತಾಡಿ
when you examples like the Purusha Sukta says,
ಇದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ
Sahasra
teacher moment
Shri
start
Shri
shouting, right?
Sahasrakha Sahasrabha.
Mm.
Now imagine,
I need to do that actually.
if there are Sahasra Shirisha,
Mm.
how many eyes will be there? There are 1,000 heads, how many eyes will be there? Huh? 2,000, right? So what should the mantra say? Sahasra Shirisha Purusha, Dve Sahasrabha, Dve Sahasrakha, something like that you must say. But it doesn't say. Sahasrakha Sahasrabha. Sahasra Shirisha Purusha.
First is yours.
Sahasra Shirisha,
No,
Sahasrakha.
I got yours. It's ready. Yes.
So one must not think, oh, he's got 1,000.
You want yogurt?
So it means that he has an uncountable number of eyes.
No. Yes, sir. But,
Same thing for
no,
Ravana.
yes, sir. I pulled.
No, Ravana literally has 10 heads.
Take.
Okay.
But in the case of Purusha, I'm not at the Mura Shobha.
You don't want yogurt, right? She wants.
But for the Purusha, Krishna, Narayana, Virat Purusha, it is 3,000 heads. So the soul, the Kesha Akrishita Bhaga, Bhaga will be the sticker. Kesha Akrishita Bhaga, Kesha Agra is the tip of the hair, Shata Bhaga, Shatadha continuously. And then again you split that 100 into another 100, 10,000.
That's
Jiva Vignaya. You can never conceive something like that. So it is Avignaya. The same Shastra says it is Avignaya.
Then I realized.
Your plate is there, Ravana. Yes, your plate is there.
Today's
Here only,
that's
but
measurable. Measurable 10,000 times something like that. But probably that time they wanted to tell that it is so small, like it can never be measured.
No, 1/10,000 also can measure that. But even if you are measuring it, what can we conceive of that? We cannot conceive anything. You can manually physically measure. But can you know the properties of something that is 1/10,000?
Probably it's all spread, widespread. Maybe if it is all concentrated, maybe that much. But if it is all spread throughout the body.
No, soul is situated, soul is like entity. It is sitting in one place only. It is only the consciousness that is there.
Okay, got it.
Presence of soul,
Yeah, yeah.
consciousness. However, in Buddha, they say only Chaitanya is there.
But how the soul is present in the body, one cannot understand. Anyena, that's not the problem. It is very difficult to conceive.
No problem.
You know, all things like lemon rice. That's like,
And then if I put lemon rice.
Because the soul is not an object.
this is glass. Vishaka
level, I don't
It is not a point in Cartesian coordinates or space coordinates. Right? You can't fit it in a Eulerian framework or a Cartesian framework. Right? No more than that.